Kshamnato ejupen moyayan. Kshamnato ejupen moyayan. Hey upen moyayan. Hey. This is the Potawatomi flood story. You know, most societies have a story about a flood. And the Potawatomi people are no different. We have our own flood story. So, long time ago, Benowi, how many of our stories start? Benowi, long ago, the earth was flooded. And original man Nishnabé, was kind of out there, and he was floating on this log. And this is a huge log. So he was floating on, and a bunch of other animals were kind of standing on it or kind of swimming next to it and holding on to it. Those that could fly, they were kind of flying up above, or they were maybe sitting on like a little branch that was coming off the trees. So all these different animals were there, and they're just kind of floating out there. And they look to the east to Wech Molkek, and all they see is Bish, water, far as they can see. They look to the south, Wech Nauquek, and all they can see is Bish, water, as far as they can see. And they look to the west, Wech Bekejmok, and again, all they see is Bish. And to the north, Wech Kasenyak, all they see is Bish, water, as far as the eye can see. And they're floating out there, and they're kind of thinking, man, this isn't a good situation. It's hot out here. Everybody's kind of getting thirsty. There's nothing to eat. Some of the carnivore animals, they're looking like they may eat some of the other people on the log. I mean, this is not a good situation. We're not going to make it much longer. So, original man, he kind of comes up with a plan. He says, well, if there's no land in all these different directions, there's got to be land straight down. At the bottom of this water, there's got to be some land. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to swim down there, grab some dirt, bring it back up, and start a new land that we can live on. So the rest of the animals are like, yeah, that seems like a good plan. The rest of the animals kind of agree to that. And so first, the Hmong, the loon, he kind of goes down there. And he's gone for a little while, and he comes back up. No luck. Shishibe, the duck, he goes down. Gone for a while, comes back up. Mukchako, the frog, goes down. No luck. Each animal in turn kind of takes a turn going down the water, and no luck. Finally, the beaver goes down. Muck, he goes down. He sees that there's some dirt down there, but he runs out of air, comes back up. At this point, every single animal has tried. Good swimmer or not, they gave it a try. Mako tried. Original man, Nishnabé, he tried. All these different animals tried with no success. And so now they're kind of sitting there like, man, we're kind of at the end of our string here. We're in trouble. And they hear this little voice that says, let me try. They're looking around. Everybody's like, where's that voice coming from? And they're like, I'll give it a try. And they look around. Oh, it's Zheshko. It's the muskrat. And everybody just kind of laughs. Zheshko. Joey. They're kind of giving Zheshko a hard time, laughing at him. I mean, if the mighty loon, the Hmong, couldn't do it, the Mukchako, the frog, couldn't do it, Muck, the beaver, couldn't do it, Shishibe, the duck, all these amazing swimmers couldn't do it, Zheshko's going to do it. I mean, if you've never seen a muskrat, they're kind of an ugly little creature, kind of a mix between like a beaver and maybe like a rat. Just kind of this ugly looking little creature, and nobody thought much of him. And he said it again, let me try. And so they're like, sure, why not? Everyone else has tried and failed. We might as well. Go ahead, Zheshko. Good luck. Everybody's like, good luck. And so he's gone for a little while. A little while longer passes. Then a little while longer. At this point, everyone's starting to get a little worried. They're like, man, maybe we shouldn't have given him such a hard time. They kind of started to feel bad. They saw some little bubbles kind of come up to the surface, and now they were really concerned. Oh man, I hope he's okay. And then his little body kind of comes floating up, and they bring his body over there to that log. And they set him up there, and they try to get some life back in him, and they see his paws just clenched real tight, and they open his paw up, and sure enough, he has just a little bit of dirt in that paw. Man. And he kind of comes to, and they said, and what ends up happening, they realize, he tells them his story. He says, this is what happened. Zheshko started down just like all the other animals, was gone for a little while. started to run out of air, could see the ground, but knew that he had to make it. It was up to him. It was the last chance. Was Zheshko had to do it, or nobody was getting no land. So even though he knew he was running out of air, he kept going, grabbed a handful of dirt, started up as fast as he could, started to run out of oxygen, just passed out. Floated up to the surface. And everybody was like, man, wow. And they took that dirt from Zheshko, and Original Man had it in his hand. He said, well, we got to put this dirt on the back of somebody. Somebody that can live on land and in the water. Who can do that? And they kind of looked around, and Mshike, the turtle, said, put that dirt on my back. I'll carry that burden. Put that dirt there. So they took that dirt, and they placed it on Mshike's back. And right after Original Man did this, kind of all the winds and all the dust and particles in the air started swirling around, just swirling around. And that land just started to form. And a new land formed. And that is why today we call North America Turtle Island. And that is the Potawatomi flood story. Eel. Hey up in my iron, hey up in my iron head, oh.